Test, test. Okay, perfect. Just making sure I have my live stream setting up and good to go. So, start cam. Okay, let's see here. Judges, are you ready? Christian, are you ready? All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and send it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Christian in the yellow S2000. Nice transition into the wall area. Beautiful clipping job over there. Wow, going wide, almost makes contact with the wall. And does almost over-rotates, but saves it beautifully. He is on the dots and on the line. Very nicely done, too. Here we go for the outside zone. Into the inside. Wow, nose-to-nose with that inside clipping zone. Back-to-back. Wide on the outside clipping zone and across the line. Very nicely done. I am quite impressed with that. Honestly, that was a nice qualification run. What's his point so far? I have no idea who's doing it or doing this. Thank you, Anthony. If you don't mind shouting out the points, please do so. You have the loudest voice in the house. Up next, we have Samad. Alex, give Anthony the microphone. Alex is bringing Anthony the microphone so that way he can announce. Whoa, a risky toss, but a good toss, though. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing today? Very nice, very nice. All right, let's see here. Judges, are you ready? Samad, are you ready? My man, go ahead and send it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Samad for his qualification run. Whoa! I thought for sure he was going straight into that wall, but at the last second, he checks himself up and is running the line phenomenally wide. Interesting approach, but obviously going through all the way, committing to how he is driving. Obviously, smooth driving. He is going to clip the outside box. Will he get the inside? Ooh, he grazes it ever so lightly. Here we go now for the final sweeper zone. Ooh, goes a little bit deep, but makes no contact with the wall. Very nicely done, Samad, keeping it clean. Hey, yeah. So to reiterate what Adam had said, Emmanuel wants his body signed as a little bit of a memento as the season comes to an end, just so that all the drivers can show their love and appreciation. Go ahead and sign Emmanuel's RC body. 41? Nice. Good job, Samad. All right, next up after Samad is going to be Miguel. Where is Miguel? Okay. Remember, I have blind spots, so I'm just focusing solely on the monitor. So, there's Adam behind me. This is fun to have the host camera where I could just talk to the viewers right here. I'll be sure to do good commentation for you, Miguel. I can promise you that. All right, Josh. Wait, Josh. Who the heck is Josh? I have no idea. I'm crossing names. Judges, are you ready? Miguel, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go for Miguel's qualification run. With a backy. Doesn't quite to the line, but he definitely went for style points for his qualification run. Here we now go for the inside clipping zone. Ooh. Saves it. Does a nice job saving it, too. Almost over rotation, but Miguel has skill behind the wheel, so he's able to save himself into the outside zone. Nicely done. Does miss the inside. A little bit of a wall tap, but he's going to make a nice finish on that outside zone all the way across the line. How is that so accurate? That is like the actual tone and everything. If you want to call it out like that, I will gladly let you call it out like that. Okay, up next we have Andrian. Thank you, the autonomous beeps. See, I'm going to be the nice commentator. Anthony's going to be the harsh one. Up next in the line is going... Shh! Silencio, senor! This was a bad idea. Adrian, wherever you are, you're up next for qualification. You're up next. Adrian S.
Please be ready.
Can you call out the next person? The next person is going to be after Adrian is Rob. Rob is going to be Zach. And then Diego. I'm just going to do 3 at a time. We can't get a show on the road if we're taking some sweet, sweet time. All right. Now the cars are ready. Judges, are you ready? All right, can we see if Alex is ready? Send it for your qualifying run. Okay, back on the microphone so the viewers at home can hear me. Ooh, a beautiful initiation in that Infinity. Nice job on that outside zone. Here we go into the candy cane zone. Angling up quite nicely. Wow, getting saucy with the views on views, especially on the camera over here. He is following that line like no tomorrow. Wow, angling up, looking good all the way through. On the inside line, honestly, this is a pretty solid run so far. Matching all the dots. Ooh, does go a little bit wide, but he makes it safely across the line. Love the effort and love the commitment there. That was good. There was that little bit of an outside tire drop, but other than that, still pretty fire. Anthony, what is the score? Ooh, 57, okay. All right, following that, we now have Rob on the stand. Rob, go ahead and line your car up. And it's already there, perfect. Now, Zach and Diego, you guys are following up, so be sure your cars are ready. Okay, judges, are you ready? Are you ready, Rob?
Yeah.
All right, Rob, go ahead and send it. Okay, here goes Rob in his qualifying run in the Toyo 890 Supra. Wow, angling up all the way through. Very nicely done. Here we now go into the candy cane section. Ooh, just dances around the inside clipping zone, but he is back on point, looking smoother than ever. Here we now go into that outside, into the second inside clip. Wow, nicely done, keeping it off the wall. Let's see if he has a nice finish. He dives right into the outside zone and angles up all the way. Oh, my goodness. That was absolutely fire, Rob. That was a saucy way of doing that. Very nicely done. I'm hoping for either a 70 or an 80. Wait, what's the points again? 52? Oh, I was being generous there. All right. I mean, I was impressed by that last zone right there. That's why. All right, up next we have Zach at the qualifying line. Following up, be ready for your cars. Diego, Ben, and Curtis. Make sure your cars are ready. Diego, Ben, and Curtis. All right. Oop, hold on. Rob is getting into position. All right, judges, are you ready? Wait. What? Were we about to have a sabotage? Whoa, that's not good. Okay, so are we now ready to run, judges? Are we ready, driver? All right, Zach, go ahead and send it. Boop. Exceptional start. Here we go now with a wide transition. Ooh, a little bit hard into the wall, but that's okay. He regains control of his car. Here we now go into the candy cane zone, onto the inside. Very nicely done on the inside clipping zone. Following the dotted line in that C7 Corvette. Here we now go for the transition into the final inside clip. Nicely done, Zach. And now into the final wall ride area. Nicely done all the way through and across the line. Nicely done, Zach. Very nicely done. Honestly, that was a pretty good smooth run, 2 back-to-back with all the way deep into that final zone, all the way through. So I like that wall ride zone. Up next to the line, we have Diego. Diego, I assume you're up at the line. Very nice. Okay. Drivers at the stand. I need Ben, Curtis, and Isaiah. Ben, Curtis, and Isaiah. You guys get your cars ready for qualifying. Obviously, Alex, Dodo, and Howie are communicating about something right now. I have no idea what, so I'm just going to wait on that. So, as we wait on them, I just want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors. RC Car World, AccuVance, working. We have Power Hobby, and A-Main Hobbies is not working for some. At SDS. All right. Judges, are we ready? Can I get a thumbs up or an oh yeah? Thank you for the participation. All right, Diego, you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Diego with a little bit of a bunny hop in his RX-7. Here we go for the initiation. Ooh, massive wall tap, but that's okay. He's regained control, going absolutely wide as he goes into the candy cane zone. Does miss that inside clipping zone, but that's okay. He's cleaning up his line, taking a bit of a shallow approach, but does a very clean transition into this inside clipping zone. Does go a little bit wide, but manages to set himself up nicely for the final outside zone and across the line. Nicely done, Diego. I wait for Anthony to give me the buggy style points announcement. Let's see. After Diego, Ben, you are next up at the line. So, Ben, line yourself up. Hey, after Ben, Curtis, Isaiah, and Mark Charlton, make sure your cars are ready. Zeros? Okay. It is quite unfortunate, but hopefully it's not the end of the road just yet. We still got these battles to go through. All right, judges, are you ready? Driver, are you ready? No. No? Well, I guess you might have to. Oh, come on, you're ready. Go ahead and send him, my man. There we go, Ben. I know it's been quite some time, but I know you're about to put on a fantastic show. I mean, look at that all the way through, going deep on the line. Here we now go into the candy cane zone for that inside clip. Whoop! Unfortunately, did a little bit of an over-rotation, but that's okay. Like I said, this is only qualifying, so you have all the time to make up during your battles. But hey, let's see this clean up here all the way into that outside zone. Whip that nicely into that inside zone. Do graze it over there a little bit, but sets yourself up nicely for that outside zone as you go across the line. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Ben. That was good. Well, you still have your second qualification to make up for it, so not all hope is lost. All right, up next we have Curtis. You are at the line. Yes, Curtis is now at the line. Okay, following Curtis, Isaiah, Mark, and Thomas, get your cars ready. Was that a 0? That's for Howie to decide if it's a 0, Ben. Yeah. 0. And there's confirmation for that. All right, hopefully these beeps don't go into my head because it's starting to get annoying. Anyway.
It's Long Island all over. I'm going to just start at the bottom, and I'm going to just keep turning laps.
There you go. All right, judges, are you ready? Curtis, are you ready? All right, with the thumbs up, go ahead and send it. And with a kick of the cone, Curtis is off to the races in his Mitsubishi. Nicely done, angled up onto that outside clipping zone. Wow, on the line and is looking fantastic. Here we go for that inside clipping zone. Nicely done, smooth all the way through. Honestly, with a good-looking car comes good-looking style. Here we now go for the final zone. Ooh, late transition, but just makes it into the inside clipping zone. Here we now go into that outside, set up nicely into the wall ride area. Niced up, angled up. Very nicely done, Curtis. That looks... Fixing the mic over here so that way I can communicate to the viewers at home and sound pretty good. Up next, we have Isaiah Braxton. Is someone yelling to me or is yelling someone to else? I don't know. Anthony, give me the boop.
6 left.
Wait, how much one more time?
6.
Ooh, nice, Curtis. All right, up next at the line, we have Isaiah. Are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Are we ready, judges? All right. With that, go ahead and send it. Here we go. Isaiah off with a good start in that Subaru. Woo! Nice job, angled up all the way through into the zone, following the line quite nicely. Here we now go into the candy cane zone. Nicely done that inside clipping zone, Long Beach style. Here we now following the line, Pac-Man Waka Waka style. All the way through and on point. Beautiful transition as we now go into the inside clipping zone. Nicely done. He's going to set himself up nicely for the final outside zone, riding it all the way through and across the line. Wow. That was fantastic. That has to be a high points run right there. Oh, for sure. That was on point the entire way.
0.
Oh, come on.
82.
Nice. Is that currently our points leader?
Congratulations. You are the new.
All right, up next at the line, we have Mark C. Yep, he's over there. All right, following up next, get your cars ready. Thomas, Mike Bigby, and Alex, make sure your cars are set. And with that, judges, are you ready? Mark, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Mark with a nice initiation. Woo, and a beautiful sounding motor with that turbo spooling. Ooh, going wide into the candy cane lane. He sets himself up nicely for that inside clipping zone. Here we now go into the mid-cam area, following the dotted lines as precisely. Here, watch the transition in from the outside, Long Beach style, onto the inside. Ooh, just taps the inside box, but he's going to be set up nicely for this outside long way zone and does a very clean job. I wonder if I should call it the outside long zone or just the outside zone. I'm going to call it the long way zone. 72, nice job, Mark. And yeah, so my mic is here and my mouth is at both microphones, so that way the stream can hear me and the audience in here can hear me. It's a lot of hearing going. Let's see here. Thomas is up next, which that would be you. After Thomas, we have Mike Bigby and Alex. So Mike and Alex and Aiden, make sure your cars are ready. That blue does look really nice. All right, judges, are you ready? Thomas, are you ready? All right, let's see some crazy sideways action. Here we go, folks. Thomas in the Nissan S13. Beautiful initiation, smooth all the way through, and that turbo is going sky high right now. Here we go, setting himself up for the candy cane lane. Does take a wide approach, but the car looks really nice as it's going through the zones right now. Wow! Angled up all the way through, deep on the line. Here we now go for that outside zone. Beautifully done all the way through. Following the line quite nicely into that outer zone. Parked in the pocket. Pressing all the way through. Nicely done, Thomas.
That was fire.
That was very fire.
Not only does it look good,
But he drives good. Yes, a good-looking car means a good-looking driver, both on and off track.
63.
63, very nicely done. All right, following that, we now have Mike Bigby.
Boy, you do.
And also the boy with the good-looking camouflage cars. You really do a nice job with those cars, like a really nice job. All right, following Mike, Alex and Aiden, you guys are up next. Get your cars ready. All right. Just want to make sure we're off track. No one's going to trip anybody up. Okay. Judges, are you ready? Mike, are you ready? Go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Mike in the camouflage S15. Wow. Another turbo that goes sky high and sounds really nice. Mike has this car dialed in. As you can see, he is running an absolutely nice line all the way through. An aggressive sounding car at as. Now here we go for that outside zone. Following into the inside, clipped in nicely. A little bit of a wall tap, but his car is unfazed as he now goes into the outside zone and across the line. Fast and smooth. Those are my comments for that qualification run. Fast and smooth. It's a 74, though. Still an impressive qualification placing. I can't speak English half the time, so apologies, folks. Up next at the line, we have Alex. So,
Alex Kim, are you my boy?
how many boys do you have, Anthony? He's got lots of friends. Just don't sound like Dominic Toretto. I don't have friends. I have family. At least I got a couple of laughs. I might do stand-up comedy after this. Or not. Judges, are you ready?
Hold up, my boy is not ready.
Another my boy. Hold on, we got Wendy's Catering. Did you get the Krabby Patty meal? Did you get the Krabby Patty meal, Squidward? Yes, I remember that. Sorry, I was having a little fan moment here. But now Alex is at the line and already flying through. Alex is another one of those fast cars that you got to watch out for on the track. Watch as he goes into the inside zone. Beautifully planted, might I say. Here we now go into the midsection and on point and on line. Following nicely into that outside zone. Beautiful job on that inside zone. 2 back-to-back inside clips. Very nicely done. Going wide for that outside zone and across the line. And we have Anthony fanboying on the sidelines because Alex looks great up there.
Y'all gotta give me 1 second.
Following Alex, we have Aiden up at the line. That's Aiden Douglas. Just want to make sure I have my Aidens correctly. He's working out, that's why. Ooh, 75. Very nicely done. Well, you have some very talented boys out there, Anthony. All right, so are you ready, Aiden? Judges, are you ready? Yeah? I really need, like, confirmation. Give me, like, a big old, oh, yeah. Fine. You're no fun. Go ahead and send it, Aiden. It's hard to see back here, but it is really nice to see how Aiden is absolutely whipping his car around that turn. Here we now go for that inside clip. Smoothly done, might I say. Here we now go into the midsection. Following the dots as always. Very nicely done, that outside zone. Clips it nicely. Not even touching that inside wall. Maybe he touched it, but it did not upset his car as he goes across the line. Wow. Getting fancy over there, Aiden, with that inside wall tap. That's got to be some high points I'm hoping for. All right, up next. What was that?
74.
Ooh, another 74. Looks like we might have some tiebreaker qualification. Okay, I'm going to be calling up the next lineup for qualification. So, I need Lucky, Busani, Dante. Here's a name that I always seem to mess up. Delonte. D-Nice. Is there a D-Nice over here? Isaiah K. Adam. Drew. Pat. Chris. Jay. Shad. Seth. Anthony. Mike. E-Man. Ari. William. And lastly, Devin. So, if I just called your names, line your car up for qualifications. You could just sit crisscross applesauce over there. Devin's just enjoying himself being the last man standing. Delonte. I realize that I am somewhat the best at pronunciation, but, you know, very unique names I have a hard time with, so please don't hurt me if I, mispronounce your name. Especially Delonte, I'm very sorry. Second to last is William. So he's right before you, Devin.
Did you mean Dante or you meant Delonte?
No, you were right before Delonte.
Okay.
So Dante and Delonte. Oh, that's an easy way of remembering how to pronounce it.
How'd I get way up here and I qualified?
Remember, it's reversed order. So if you signed in first, you're going to go last. So Devin signed up first, and now he's going last. What's that, Adam? You are, let's see, you're right after Isaiah Keene. On. I'm going to shout out the order one more time. It is Lucky, Busani, Dante, Delonte, Isaiah, Adam, Drew, Pat, Chris, Jay, Shad, Seth, Anthony, Mike, E-Man, Ari, William, and Drew. Whew. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of conversation. One more time. All right, give me a second. Alex is trying to do something over here real quick. Slower. All right, well, we're not trying to drag things out, but I'll drag it out for you one more time. We have Lucky, Busani, Dante, Delonte, Isaiah, Adam, okay, we have Drew. Thank you guys for your help making sure we're getting this smoothly through. We have Jay, that would be you. Shad. Seth. Anthony. Mike.
Mike. Next.
E-Man. Jerry. Welcome. And that's it. Thank you very much for your help, gentlemen. That was definitely going to speed up the process. So, up first at the line, Lucky, please make your way to the starting line.
You see the car, if you see the order, make sure you're up and ready when the car rolls out. For the start game. Gonna say it once, maybe one more time.
Hey, don't stand in the dry.
And don't stand in front of Lucky. Already.
And if you do, it's points off. So we good to send it? Okay. Judges ready. Lucky, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Oh, yeah, go ahead. All right, here goes Lucky, sending it wide. Nicely done. Is he going to follow the dot? Yeah, he is going to graze the outside zone, but that's okay. He's going into the candy cane zone. Taps that inside zone nicely. Swinging around that rear end, almost over-rotating, but he's got that car under control. Very nicely done with the turbo. Here we go now into the outside zone. Following into that inside clip. Very nicely done. Comes close to the wall, making it look spicy. Here we now go for the final outside zone and across the line. Did exit the outside zone lastly there, but he at least made it safely across the line and put on a good show. All right, up next we have Busani. You are next up at the line. Dante, Delante, and Isaiah. Make sure you guys are ready. Anthony, you want to give me the score? Oop.
4-0.
4-0. That would be a 4D. Why did I say it like that? All right, let's see here. So, judges. Oh, nope. Judges are not ready. Okay, just making sure we got people's walking. Okay. Judges, are we ready? Nope. We're good? Busani, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Busani sending it wide out of the gate already and on point. Absolute max angle, absolute maximum points. Here we now go for that inside clipping zone. Woo, I think he almost made it in there. I can't quite tell from the cameras, but all I can tell is that my man's got some style out here. Here we now go for that outside transition into that inside zone. Very nicely done. A smooth transition to line himself up for that outside zone. Woo! Looks like he almost dropped a tire back there, but Busani made a good-looking run. That's all Busani does. He does it smoothly. Ooh, nice little reverse entry there. Okay, up next we have is Dante. But before we go, Anthony, what's the points?
$63.
63. Nice job, Busani. All right, now with Busani's points counted for, judges, are you ready? Dante, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it, my man. Here we go, folks, sporting a brand new A90 Super livery and looking good while going sideways. Loving the orange accents, and now here we go into the candy cane section. Goes a little bit wide, but makes that inside clipping zone. Oop, does top that wall, but he manages to get his car back into control. Here we now go for that Beachwood style, or Long Beach, not Beachwood. Two different types of beaches here. But all I know is that Dante is putting on a phenomenal... Ooh, he does save himself at the last second, not over-rotating, so nicely done, Dante. And now following Dante, it is Delanta. Delanta? I'm sorry, I'm under pressure. You're trying to switch through cameras, trying to memorize names. You think this is easy? You always get my first name wrong. Yeah, thank you, Ari, for backing me up here. Delante. Did I get it that time? Anthony, what's Dante's score before I go on? 0? Unfortunately. Sorry about that, Dante. Hate to bring the bad news to you. All right. Delante. Did I get it that time? Okay. Beautiful. All right. So, are we ready, judges? All right. Go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Delante. Woo, angling up massively. Almost cutting it short. That's okay. He looks like he's back in control now as he goes into the candy cane section. Does tap that inside wall. But it's not over till it's over yet, folks. You got to cross that finish line, and then that's considered over. But now Delante is giving us a very nice show as he goes and clips that inside zone right there, going all the way through, transitioning nicely to that outside zone, parks it in nicely as he goes across the line. Good job cleaning it up. I wish you the best of luck for your second qualifying run. Up next, we have Isaiah. What? I was wishing him luck. Is there a problem with wishing luck? Let's see here, folks. We're just going to shake it out a little bit, reset myself. Okay. So, judges, are we ready? Isaiah, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Isaiah come flying out of the gate. Smooth in that Salady. Very nicely done. Loving the color combo, too. Wow. Set yourselves up nicely for that inside clipping zone. Very nicely done. Sending that turbo sky high, making sure that your car is set up nicely and following the line. Here we go now for that inside clip. Very nicely done. Smooth transition into the wall ride zone all the way over here and across the line. Nice tire drop into that outside zone. Looking good and looking clean. Up next, we have Adam Torres. Just came 71. Nice job, Isaiah. Adam just got back from Super G, so let's hope that Super G driving applies to the East Coast driving. You got to speak up. I couldn't hear that, Anthony. I'm ready. Judges, are you ready? All right, Adam, go ahead and send it. Here we go. Let's see what Adam brings back from the West Coast. Wow. All I'm seeing is that he is making that motor going sky high and is smooth all the way across as he goes to that inside zone. Here we now go for a smooth transition, following the lines exactly. Looking good at making that car flick quite nicely. Beautiful inside. Yeah. Oh! We got a 2-for-1 deal there. Adam! That's okay. You still got your battles to battle out, so don't worry too much. It was good. And then, you had a little bit of a wall tap.
I got good. I was like, oh shit, I made it.
And then what? You just got to make sure, especially during qualifying, you don't let yourself go, oh my gosh, I'm doing it, and then the excitement sort of just knocks yourself out.
Was it Super G? This qualifying was 87 because of Rich the Woman over 40.
So I guess walls are his thing, is what we're saying. All right, up next we have Drew. So judges, are you ready? Judges, we ready? We ready? Okay. Drew, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go with Drew in the Apex Glide S15. Wow, and he is gliding into that outside zone quite nicely. Here we now go into the candy cane section. Ooh, goes a little bit wide, almost getting that inside clipping zone. But he gets himself back on the line, and as always, is looking good. A smooth transition. Will he make that inside clipping zone? Ooh, just grazes it, but he keeps it off the wall. And will he keep it off the wall for this final outside zone? Yes, he will.
I'm going to take a guess. 50.
56.
Oh, okay. 56, apparently.
He was guessing. Oh.
All right. Next up, we meet at the line, Pat, Chris, and Jay. Pat, Chris, and Jay, get your cars ready. Let's see. I'm guessing, Pat, you're already at the line? Yep, you're Sue. Yep, or do? Yep, Sue? Something like that. Hi, Ben. How are you doing? Hey! Well, I mean, don't worry. You still got time to fix yourself in the battle, so don't worry. Not all hope is lost, my brother.
Watch out. That's right. It's already set up. Come on, guys. That's not important.
All right, so let's make sure the track is clear and ready to go. So, judges, are you ready? Pat, you ready? Go ahead and send it for Team Endless. Here we go. Pat sending it off with a smooth initiation, going wide all the way into that outside zone. Nicely done, my man. Here we now go into that candy cane zone. He was practicing all day yesterday, and look at that, folks. He is looking great out there. Here we now go into the wide outside zone. Smooth transition, following the line exactly. Ooh, just grazes the inside zone, but that's okay. He's going to set himself up nicely for that outside zone. Oh, beautiful finish. Wow, Pat. You got that card dialed in. I'm hoping for an 80 or a 90 at least, because that was on point. That was a great job. I'm very impressed, Pat. 74. Okay, that's so close to an 80. I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, of course, I'm going to take it because, I'm not judging or anything. All right, up next, we got Chris Donovan, another Team Endless driver. By the way, up next, I'm going to need Jay, Shad, and Seth. You guys are up next after Chris. So, with that, judges, are you ready?
Halloween, I get it.
Chris, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. Here we go, folks. Chris, another Team Endless driver, sending it out the gate strong. Ooh, a little bit of a wall tap, but that's okay. He is going to go a little bit wide, but he keeps that car under control. Absolutely throwing that rear end out there to make sure he's getting some style points. Ooh, a little bit off the line, but that's okay. He manages to get back on track. Here we now go for that inside zone. He ends it off with a 360 spin. Nicely done, Chris. Good save there. Here we now go for that outside zone and across the line. I'll say he pulled a Shad back there. Shad, will you do a 360?
Get your shit together, dog. Let's go.
Okay, up next we have Jay. Jay, I'm guessing you're at the line? Yep, I see you over there. All right. What the heck is that rattlesnake over there that I'm hearing? All right, if you're ready to go ahead and send it. If you have the confidence to go send it, make sure you just come sweet because Jay just absolutely threw down a massive wall run at that entry. Sets himself up nicely, almost unrotating, but he's looking good and making the crowd all sorts of excited with this kind of driving. Watch the transition, folks. Beautifully done. Outside to the inside. Get close to that wall. Will this be a huge score? Oh, let's see, folks. He's going to do it. I'm impressed. That was absolutely fire. That looks really good, Jay. Oh, my goodness. I'm genuinely impressed. Yo, what do you get off the Bluetooth? Fine. I'll get off your Bluetooth, whatever you want. I really feel the appreciation for being the mic guy. I'm kidding. All right, up next we have, just lost my list, and I got my list back up. Up next we got Shad at the line. Long time no see, partner. Oh, you are back. Let's see that action then on the track. See, this is why I'm the DJ, so we don't have to wait for your music playing. Are you ready, DJ Alex? Okay. If the judge is ready, Shad, go ahead and send it. Here we go, throwing it in, nicely done, all the way through. Going in deep and wide into the candy cane zone, sets himself up nicely. Ooh, just grazes the inside clipping zone. Smooth transition, following the dotted lines. Oop, dropping tire back there, but that's okay. He's still going all the way through and pushing it. Here we now go for a nice inside clip for that zone over there. And now he's going to transition smoothly into that outside zone. Wow. Nicely done, Shad. Still managed to put the show. Okay, up next, Seth. You are at the line. Following up with Seth is going to be Anthony, Mike, and E-Man. You guys get your cars ready to go for your qualifying run.
73.
All right.
So we're 2 said.
Taking care of something at the moment. I will call you soon. You can't pat yourself on the back, essentially. All right. Seth, are you ready? Judges, you ready? Go ahead and send it, Seth. Here we go. Seth is sending it off the line in that R31. Wow. Honestly, that car looks good, and so does that driving. Here we go for that inside clipping zone. Wow, nicely done. Smooth all the way through. Here we now go for the midsection. Following the dotted lines as exactly. Watch the transition. Wow, right off of that initiation line right there. Taps the inside zone nicely. Here we go with a smooth transition to the outside wall ride zone and does it so cleanly. Oh my goodness. Cleanly? My voice just went, huh? Ooh, that hurt that hurt. 75, nice. All right, someone else is gonna have to beep for Anthony. Just making sure it's a nice sounding beep and not. Already? Y'all are talking smack to basically our face of scale drift? I'd say so.
That's a hard thing to claim, right?
The face of scale drift. All right, judges, are you ready? Anthony, are you ready? All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and send it. Just make sure what I said doesn't go to your head just yet and you mess up your qualifying run. All right, folks, here we go. In the Nissan 400Z, I don't care what Nissan says. I'm calling it the 400Z. And I'm also calling this run Super Fire right now because that was a beautiful transition into that candy cane zone. Anthony is going smooth into the zone. He's got his car dialed in and memorized the track line. Very nicely done for that inside zone. Here we now go for a smooth transition into the outside wall ride area. Plants the car nicely. And just like that, Anthony's going to run a huge lead line. But let's see if the points are going to get it. 93, is that our current points leader?
I was close.
Hey, easy how you yell at Devin. I'll strip that face of Scale Drift Series right away. Up next, we have Mike Whiskey. Is he at the line? Yes, he is. I can barely tell on this pixelated computer over here. By the way, up next, we got E-Man, Ari, Will, and Devin. You guys are the last guys to qualify. All right. We're almost here and ready to go. So, judges, are you ready? Mike, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. You know why we call him Mike Whiskey? Because he is whisking it up on that over there. Look at that, folks, going wide and going deep on the line. Oh, my goodness.
It's a go! It's a go! It's a go!
And unfortunately, he whisked the batter a little bit too much and got some overspill. But he is going to finish out his run smoothly and show what he's still capable of. Here we now go for the outside zone and across the line. Nice job, Mike. You started off strong, and then, unfortunately, the car just decided to go another way. All right, up next, the young prodigy, E-Man.
Bro. Yeah, Mike. Let's just talk about how you manjied that shit real quick.
That
shit was nasty.
I love that. I can't wait to see that back in the qualification live stream because that was saucy. All right, let's see here. Emmanuel, are you ready? All right, judges, let's go see Emmanuel's run. Go ahead and send it. Here goes E-Man with a qualifying run. Another driver with a little bit of aggression, but he knows how to scale it back in order to give himself a good qualifying run. He does get that inside zone, keeping it off of the inside wall. Is going to send it absolutely wide in that RX-7 FD. in the D-like style. Nice job in that outside zone. Clips in the inside zone very nicely. He's going to do a smooth transition and plants himself in that outside zone and cross the line beautifully. As the viewers at home saw in his interview, he did talk a lot about his driving style, and obviously you could see it right out there on that track.
Dude, I know you don't want to murder that phone, but yo, get it out, brother.
And following up to Eamon, it's his older brother, Ari. Lastly, Will and Devin, make sure your cars are set and ready to rumble. I'm definitely going to need some water after this, so let's finish this up quickly. Before I start sounding like a chain smoker, be like, okay, guys, next up at the line, we got 2 drivers. Oh, they're going to go sideways through. No one wants to hear that. That doesn't sound good. They're selling what? Chocolates. I remember when they first invented chocolates. Judges, where'd you go? Oh, there you guys are. I had to entertain the crowd with my improv, and usually that goes well, and sometimes it doesn't go well. I can only do crowd work for so long. Oh, thank you very much. I got more water, so I don't have to go into a smoker voice. Sorry, need a little bit of H2O in order to make my voice sound good. All right, judges, are we ready? Ari, are you ready? All right, go ahead and send it. I know your team is called Apex Glides, but let's see you glide right through this person. Oh my goodness. Parallel to the wall, rear bumper. Exactly lined up. Honestly, I'm not that surprised because I've seen Ari drive, especially for the North American Cup too, and he threw it down. And now he's throwing it down again for his first qualifying round. Here we now go for that outside zone. Smooth right into it as he crosses the line. Like I said, folks, especially on the live stream, on the interview, Ari knows how to throw down his stuff. He knows his car well. He knows himself well. He just knows how to drive. Hey, Anthony, what was that score? 83. Nice job, Ari. All right, folks. Currently 3rd place overall for Season 5 of SDS, the Canadian Prince himself, William! Followed by silence. Crickets. All right, judges, are we ready? Will, are you ready? All right, go ahead and throw it down Canada style. Here we go, folks. Make sure to watch Will, because if you're going up against him, you're going to want to pinpoint how exactly to go up against this man, because he is bringing on the heat as he throws that 890 Supra around that turn and following the line to the tee. Him and Anthony are going to be top contenders for the qualifying, so I wouldn't be surprised. Never mind, he's not going to be top qualifier. I spoke too soon, unfortunately. But he does make it nicely across the line. It's not my fault. I am calling it out as it is, and we know Will is way better than that. Trust me. But listen, Will is going to clean up that bottom bracket, as Alex said, so just watch out. Why am I being blasted out of music? That's why I'm the DJ. He's stealing. He's stealing. That's okay, Will. You'll get him next time. I know you're way capable than that, so don't worry. All right. Our final qualifier. Devin Peabody, are you ready to send it? Another Anthony, so go ahead and send it, Devin. Here we go, Devin. in the A90 Supra. Honestly, that's a good-looking body and a good-looking angled-up car right there. Here we now go into the Candidating zone. Almost made contact with that wall, but Devin knows this car quite well and is going to put on a show for everybody out here. Following the line quite nicely. A smooth transition. Will he make that inside clipping zone? Wow. Just skids right by that inside wall, and he is going to park that car on that outside wall right. Almost getting himself out there. Very close. All right. We have been through all of the qualifying rounds. Now we're going to go into the second qualifying run and see what. Not yet.
Oh, you sneaky, sneaky boy.
Well, we got one more? Wait, I don't see him on the list.
It's because he changes his car all the time.
Anthony. What's his name?
Sully.
Sully?
Yeah, Sully, right?
Solly. Solly. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to make that promise. I'm just going to say it how it is. Solly. All right. I got the thumbs up from Solly. So, with that, judges, are we ready? Solly, are we ready? Go ahead and send it then. Here we go with the last-minute entry in the Nissan 180SX. Throwing it absolutely wild out there. Oh, my goodness. All right, folks. Maybe this is worth watching. Oh, my goodness. Yes, this is so worth watching because Solly has complete control over his car. Not only did he save himself back there, but he went crab walking style all the way through that zone. Here we now go for that final outer zone. He's setting it up nicely in the pocket and makes it swiftly across the line. Solly, your new nickname is now Swift Swally. Or Swift Sully. It's a work in progress.
What is that?
Steam Deck.
Oh, wow. That's good.
So basically,
What did that do?
this is going to transition to our camera right here so the viewers at home can see us. We have our start cam, so people are going to come through the chicane over here, followed by the mid cam section, which goes into the candy cane area. And lastly, the finishing line over here. And then obviously we have our SDS banner in case we're not on the air. And then obviously back to the host cam in case I want to conversate with the folks at home so that way I put a name to the face. All right, folks, we're going to be right back as we total up the points for qualification. So stay tuned. And we are back with an interview with your top contender.
Get out of here. Don't talk. Yeah, we're having a good time here. I wish all my boys from the West Coast came out, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. See you soon. We'll be back.
I thought he was media ready. That was not media ready right there. No, let's try this again. Go for it. All right. What's your name? How do you do? And why are you the best?
I'm not the best, but my name's Anthony. I represent New Jersey and Endless, Team Yokomo, and Aki Vance, and Zero Slip. I got a lot of people. I got some M&Ms here, thanks to the guys out here.
Delicious.
We're here at the final round, having a good time. We got a lot of drivers out here tonight, all over Virginia, Canada, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Delaware, Maryland, a couple other spots. We're just having a good time right now. The dudes are doing their thing. We got music going. We got the crowd cheering. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully as a champion.
Well, just to let you know, you are apparently the favorite driver in all the interviews. Everyone says they look up to him. And you know why? That's because he is stacked full with AccuVance technology. So if you want yourself some AccuVance technology, make sure you go ahead and check them out. You can find all AccuVance technology at RC Car World. So with Power Hobby supplying some of the best batteries in the name of the game. All right, folks, we're going to be taking a little short break to get all the points tallied up here, so I will be right back. And if I interrupt again, that's probably because someone wants to do an interview. So we'll be back.
How's it going out there, YouTube? It's the host of SDS, Mr. F and Jordan. Hope you enjoying the show. Got a lot more coming. Crowd's hype, music's playing. Let me know how it is out there in the YouTube world.